All right, this is a quick one. It's a quick one. Right, 1 second, people. 1 second. So, those of you who don't know, the last few days have been a bit of a mad one because hip hop pioneer Afrika Bambaata, he died. Yeah. Now, it's a bit of a crazy one because Afrika Bambaata has been accused of very, very bad things, being one of the biggest predators in New York City. Right. This all came out about, mate, it come out about 13, 14 years ago, maybe. That's to the public. Apparently, it's been hip hop's best kept secret. It's been very well known, especially in New York. So since he's died, there's been a lot of support from a lot in America, mate. Like, to be honest, yeah, the amount of support I've seen for Afrika Bambaataa in America, it will be no surprise that when the Most High finally brings judgment to the earth, it will be no surprise if it's America first. Yeah, but anyway, this videos are actually about the British support and the wall of silence for and I don't even want to use the word alleged victims because this is what they've been using. Yeah, so I'm going to say victims. Yeah, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to get straight into it because there's been a lot of talk. You know, there's been a lot of talk, mate, and there's been a lot of like taking like. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I get it. You know, in life, people try and take people for idiots. You know, but let's just remind people we're not idiots here. You know, when we're seeing these sorts of things, we have the right to ask questions. Now, a lot of these people, the people that this concerns, I don't know personally or directly. Yeah. If I saw them in the street, I wouldn't even know. Yeah, but it's just one example of the things that are going around. So what's been happening is people have been making tribute posts for Afrika Bambaataa. Like they've either been living under a rock or I don't know. Or like I said, I'm one of them people. I always say, you know, as you get older, yeah, a lot of people start tweaking in it. Yeah. So you know, I don't know if you can use that as an excuse in this situation, but it's been the older crowd that have been posting these tributes to Bambaata, and then they've been defending their reasons for posting these tributes, and they've been saying stuff like they didn't know. So this is an exchange between MC Black Widow MC and Moni Love. So those of you who know who Moni Love is, I believe that's the real Moni Love. She's a British rapper who went over to America back in the day. So makes sense would be in that circle. A lot of us, although we're not young, don't get it twisted. And in no way I'm trying to come out here saying that the people that I roll with, yeah, are young. We're not young people. We're do you know what I mean? We're middle-aged ourselves. But we're talking about the generation above us. Yeah, so the 50s, 60s, 65 that were into the hip hop scene. This generation, right? So Moni Love, she's obviously, you know, this Black Widow MC saying, I can't believe you're not just being objective on this Bambaata allegations. You know he touched CFO. So CFO is, see, I didn't know, this is how much I don't know. So I know about London Posse, yeah? But I didn't know that CFO was like an original member, right? Because this all happened before my time, even my time on the scene. So he was the beatboxer, and obviously this Black Widow MC has put it to her that you know he touched Steve, and Moni Love has said, and hell no, that's news to me. Who can verify that? So I don't know if it's news that he touched Seafro or it's news that he was a predator. There's many layers to this. But where this is a typical kind of response you're going to get off these British old school hip hop heads. And then Black Widow MC says, I thought you knew. It was well known. He told people this happened in 85 at the Shaw Theatre. Now, I don't know nothing about Seafro to tell you how old he was. Get his account. He actually committed suicide, and apparently in his suicide note, this was cited as the reason. I ain't got the suicide note to verify exactly what was said. I've only heard second hand, third hand, whatever information myself, but it did say in the suicide note, people were named as turning a blind eye. We can get into this later on a different video. I've got to be quick with this because I've only got a brief period before all hell breaks loose in this house again when these puppies wake up. But we can get into it later. And then so he said, you know, Black Widow said, I thought you knew. And she said, who else knows? Oi, you need to be quiet. Oi, this is what I'm talking about. So be quick. Shut up, man. Oi, be quiet. This is very important. This is very important, mate. Yeah, it's very important. So Moni Love is saying, who else knows? Billy, Pogo, Swift, Cookies. No one told me. So I don't know if this is like, obviously we know DJ Pogo is Cutmaster Swift. These people here, yeah. I don't know everyone on that list who she's named. Oi, can you be quiet? Oi. Hold on a minute, people. Give me 1 minute. Go upstairs. You want to go upstairs as well? Go on, you go as well. Go on, you go upstairs as well. Go on. Seriously. You know. So yeah, so I don't know if she's put these names in there to throw these people under the bus, because people do that when they get caught. What about he was there as well? He was there. How come no one told me? It'll be interesting to see what these people have to say about it. And then the Black Widow MC says, get in touch with them. Bambaata tried to feel him up. Also, one of the London City breakers that spread like wildfire. So there's a break dancer was also they tried to feel him up as well. This is madness. I'm going to keep this one brief because, as you can hear, all hell's breaking loose. Yeah, but you know, this isn't not to call out Moni Love, although it is, but this is what we're getting. We're getting this from multiple different people, yeah, around the scene, and it's a bit crazy because, you know, this guy committed suicide, so it's not like, I don't know, maybe back in the 80s it was whatever, but we're not in the 1980s anymore. So, and the idea that these people didn't know about Bambaata, like, you got to remember, I'm not a fan of Bambaata. I never was. I always thought, like, don't get me wrong, okay, I you know, he invented hip hop. I always personally, I always thought his music was shit. Yeah. So I've never been a fan of Bambaata to even care about him. Yeah. But even I was aware of what he got up to. So I don't understand, like, if you know somebody and you was like hanging out with them and you're rolling with them, and you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, like 1985 was fucking 40 years ago. Like, do you see what I'm saying? So do these people not use the internet? That's the only justification I can give them, is they don't use the internet. The internet is before their time and they don't use it. So they didn't know. Yeah, but it doesn't sound, you know, it doesn't sound convincing. It just sounds like, you know, just like we're just dealing with protecting predators. That's what it is, just dealing with protecting predators. And people don't want to speak on it. And it's like, well, you know what? Nothing new then, is it? Nothing new. No difference with any of these people. Jimmy Savile, you know what I mean? Jimmy Savile's got, you know about Jimmy's army? Fucking hell. Jimmy, I'm sure some of Jimmy's army are also Bambaata's army as well. Do you know what I mean? From the same generation. So yeah, it's very tragic. I do want to continue this. So yeah, man, people get at me. Anyone wants to jump on it, I'm going to get all the evidence together and all the madness that people need to see, and we need to start asking questions. You know what I mean? We need to start asking questions, because if that's what the UK hip hop scene's about, then do we really want to be involved in it? Like, honestly, do we really want to be involved in a scene where that sort of thing runs and is protected by people who are in an age group where you